Okay, so this is the second attempt, and the goal is not to kill them all, which is weird. So the good news is that if I'm able to get completely away from these guys for 2 seconds, they will completely recover because this is legendary, and that's how legendary works. In fact, they'll recover and then charge. So the thing I'm interested in is where are they going to go? So I think they're going to go to the Sunken Road because that's a victory location. But I'm wrong. They're actually going to go to Dunker Church. So this is actually pretty challenging. What we're going to try to do, because these guys are going to try to get themselves killed, and I need at least two of them to not die. So what happens is they insist for the first couple of hours. It's only, I guess this started right around 1300. So I have to go to 1930, 1300 to 1930, 6.5 hours. And what happens is they keep attacking, and eventually a bunch of them are going to shatter, get captured. And then I have to hold on to the captured units and feed them back. So I get him down to 2 units, you'll see it. And then he insists on getting those 2 units killed. So as one of the units dies or gets shattered or captured, I take a captured unit, give it back to him by bumping it into one of his infantry, and then he has 2 units again, because getting him down to just 1 unit is pretty dangerous. There is something that happens, though, at some point after several hours of this, and I'm going to cut it out, so you're not going to have to watch all of it. This is a fairly short video. When he gets down to 1 unit and it's pretty shot up, he gets in a hiding position in a little clump of woods and just sits there. Finally, after hours of just the AI being stupid, he does something fairly sensible that a human player would do, which is hide. So, yeah, so the last couple hours he does that. I'm not going to show you that because it's pleasantly boring, while my entire army walks around the map, basically, and grinds XP. So what's the difference? Well, the first time I did this, I killed just short of 80,000 killed and captured. And this time I kill just short of 78. 78. So 2,000 fewer because units shatter instead of get captured. But I actually get more kills. The number of kills goes up by 5,000, which is XP for my army. So I get more XP for my army, my units get more kills, but I capture fewer weapons. Not that many fewer weapons, because I think there's a curve to it. So yeah, I get 11 to 1 instead of 12 to 1. But I get far more XP for my army. My artillery, as you can see, is getting lots of fires. They're going to fire pretty much the whole time. So their skills are going to go up. Where is this guy going? I can't figure out where this guy's going. There's nothing over there. So crazy. Trying to figure out what the AI is doing is, a challenge. He's looking for someone to charge into. He's looking for a bayonet to throw his body on so he can die. And I'm trying to not kill him, although I'm grinding artillery XP. So anyway, I lose 600 more men, which is quite a lot. But I think it's worth it because of the enormous amount of XP that I grind. And it is an enormous amount of XP, the difference in the two armies. So, but it comes at a price. Because some of these units I capture give back to him and capture again. But I also kill 5,000 more. Capture fewer, because I kill more and some of his units will shatter. So yeah, I capture about 7,000 fewer, but it has, if I'm remembering correctly, has a insignificant impact on the number of weapons that I capture. I mean, I still captured 27,000. That's insane. The first time I captured 33,500 over. No, 33,000, almost 34,000. So I skip ahead. The time is now 14:30. These guys came over and took shots at my army when I wasn't paying attention, so I just charged these guys. Yeah, we get some melee experience. That's all good. And we get some, get some efficiency experience. And we're going to keep this guy. I end up keeping all these guys so I can feed them back if I need to keep them alive. Yeah, at this point I'm walking guys in circles. So what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to walk guys around the outside of the map. This is a very large map relatively, and the outside is fairly open, not a lot of woods. So what I do is, and it's really easy, spread these guys out and just have them walk corner to corner. So when I look at the strategic map, I see someone get into the corner. I just click on the strategic map, click on the unit, and then you can click on the strategic map and tell him to run to the next corner. You don't have to like go to the other corner of the big map. You can just click on the strategic map. He'll go there. So, and that's what I do. It's very easy. It's very effortless. And once you tell a unit to walk the distance of the map north-south, and I have them go clockwise, you really don't have to fiddle with them for a long time. It is a long walk from the bottom left corner to the top right corner. So at this point I'm having people walk in circles because he's going to charge. And he's just going to figure out he's going to charge someplace, and that's going to be fine. And when he does, I need infantry nearby to fight back. Yep, there he goes. Yeah. And as soon as I pop this guy, he surrenders. I mean, these guys are just... I'm a little concerned here because he has 2 units on my 1, but I have detached skirmishers pouring in. All of his units seem to be going crazy, so I just run forward and hit them all. And a bunch of them surrender. I mean, they're just not... resilient enough to do that. And I got good melee experience. But now he's down to 2 units. One's 385 and one's 600. So the 300's going to die, and then I'm going to have to give something back. And I'm looking around. Okay, what do I give back? Because does he hide? Does he crawl into the corner and bleed out? No. Yeah, at this point, you know, the fighting is pretty much over. I'm going to have to give someone back, so... Yeah, I turn off my artillery. I'm afraid to fight him. So let's get rid of the unit that's only 300. We'll just kill him. The unit of 900, we'll bring him back, and then we'll start shooting at him with artillery. But I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, well, maybe if he just goes to church. The Dunker Church is right there. He can take a pew, you know, crack open a hymnal, call it a day. I can walk in circles. But no, he's got to wander around. Yeah, actually, as I'm looking at that right now, I'm looking at that he's just in one place. Kind of. Okay, now we're back with the 900. My artillery has something to shoot at. I might as well just kill the 300. But yeah, I have some artillery that needs to just grind XP, so... The 300 is going to die. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, the time is now 1600. Yeah, they just evaporate so fast. Evaporate. So I'm going to bring up another unit. I don't want to get down to just one. I'm afraid this guy's going to shatter. I have 3.5 hours to milk this. And if you look at the strategic map, you'll see red dots all over the place. All those guys are in motion around the map. Yeah, what I think he's headed to is there, for some reason, there's a clump of woods just south of where he is now that has no value. My Harper's Ferry 5 is on top of it. He goes in there and his unit, when he finally stops moving around, goes in there and sits. So I think if I just backed off Harper's Ferry 5 and let the guy park there, he's also invisible. He's almost undetectable. You have to get right on top of him to be able to see him. It's one of those strange points. But anyway, I think if I let that unit get to that clump of woods, that might be it. Because once he finally gets a unit there, he stops moving around. So this would be so much easier if there was just a function that if the battle ends early, you get the rest of the allotted time to do whatever you do. Yeah, because if the last phase of the battle where I captured them all felt like clubbing baby seals, I don't know what this is. And he's dead. So now I'm thinking, oh man, I don't want to kill the last one. Because it is almost 1700 and we have 2.5 more hours of this nonsense. So, bring back another unit to life to buy more time. I turned off my artillery. Yeah, and I'm just showing you this is how I do it. I'm just checking these guys to make sure they're all, like, moving. And they're not walking on top of each other. And across the north edge, you can actually, I end up setting up lanes where there's a north, center, and south, all in the north. So units can, you know, when they get up in the upper left-hand corner, they get in one of the lanes, and nobody walks on top of anybody else. So, yeah, there's plenty of room. It is now 1920. I skipped ahead. He's in that little clump of woods. At 1920, I come forward and hit him from all directions. All the artillery in the world opens up. I don't really care if I capture him or kill him, but he surrenders pretty quickly. And there we are. So that's the end of that. 78,000, slightly less, 2,000 less, 7,100, 600 more losses, 11-1 instead of 12-1. We did get more kills, 4691 for Harper's Ferry 11, 40, yeah, I mean, you can see the numbers. They're just very good. 1820 for Sniper 1. Sniper 2 got 1,200. They all did better. The artillery did much better because they fired for hours, which is good. So we got more kills. I think 5,000 more casualties, kills inflicted on the enemy. We also got some more melee experience. It's all good. So my named units all seem to do pretty well, except for the Tar Heels, who I put right in front of some artillery batteries because that was stupid. Because I got greedy. Hey, 180-1. Those are good odds. 180-1. 2 wounded officers, I think. In this version, I got a 3-star general. So yeah, that's very, very nice. Longstreet got his 3rd star, and I also picked up Lee, so I now have 5 3-star generals. I got 10,800 Harper's Ferries. I got more than that last time, but it's, 10,000 Harper's Ferries. So 11,400 men total added to the Army. Total number of men in the Army now, 87,484. So Longstreet got his 3rd star, and because Longstreet's there and he did so well, what I'm looking at is the stamina. I mean, that's what 6 hours of walking along the edge of the map, or running, will do. And here, those guys did not get their 2nd star last time, and now they did. 6 units got their 2nd star, and look at the stamina and morale. That was not like that last time. They should have better firearms in melee, too. These guys were pretty green and, yeah, looking great. The artillery's looking much better. Look how much that stamina went up for those infantry, pretty green infantry. Yeah, the firearms went up incredibly for the artillery. These units were pretty green, came in very late, 3rd Corps. But still, they got to walk around for 6 hours. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And this guy, all he did was come onto the battlefield, walk in circles. So that was a very green unit, that Lorenz. So these guys all look great. And if I put a good officer in this unit, yeah, he's right on the edge of his third unit perk, so I put Lee in there, third unit perk. He's going to a side battle with his third perk, and he looks great. He's actually better than the Tar Heel unit, because Harper's Ferry 5, I think, is the one that killed 4,000, something ridiculous. His efficiency, not as good as the third unit, but it's better than the fourth. 84 and 83 versus 79 and 77. So that's pretty shocking. Bet Harper's Ferry 5 was in the thick of it, and the Tar Heel unit wasn't. So these units are looking pretty remarkable. 4,100 kills. That's why. This guy got 270. 900. 600. 481. Yeah. They did what I wanted them to do. This guy is not far from his third unit perk. Yeah, these guys are all looking great. They were not that good. They were not that close to their third star, and they're all getting remarkably close. I don't think they'll have their third unit perk by Fredericksburg. The snipers are ridiculous. Yeah, now we just need to get these guys in the battle and build efficiency in firearms and melee to the sky. These guys are not too far away from their second star. These guys were almost green. The 42 was absolutely green. That was a green unit I put in there, and he's 80 stamina. Yeah, those guys went way up in firearms. So yeah, at the cost of 600 men, I will take that. And we will... yeah, start to get ready for the next battle. Very happy with how the army looks. And 48, 42, and 42. Went down 7, went down 1, and unchanged. So that's also very good. Got a lucky die roll. So I'm very happy with the outcome. That's what you have to do if you want to grind out stamina, condition, and I think it was worth it. So let me know what you think. That's the end of the Battle of Antietam, and we'll get ready for the next battle. Thanks for watching.